Welcome back to the Surviving Your 20s podcast,
where our goal is to teach you how to survive, thrive, and live your best life in your 20s
and beyond.
My name is Shar.
I'm Makeda.
Yeah, and we are getting the girls together.
Getting ourselves together.
Getting the guys together.
Getting everyone together.
Because we are just trying to navigate this space and also take you guys along as we're navigating our 20s. Because, you know, if we could save somebody, if it's just one person, then the job is dead.
Yeah. And like, we don't have it all together. We're just like going through our lives and figuring it out, going with it, and then just talking to y'all from experience.
Okay. And our experiences are valid.
Everyone's is.
Yeah. But if you need therapy, go get that.
Seek help. We are not professionals. We do not claim to be professionals. We don't know everything. Okay. We just live life, read a little, research a little, and come on here and talk to y'all.
Good. And that is our disclaimer.
Yeah,
that is our official disclaimer because we said it last week.
Yeah.
But I feel like we be saying
every
it
week.
Like, we got to say it every week.
For the new people, if you're just seeing us, this is what it is.
This is for y'all.
And the non-binary and the people who don't identify. You ever seen that video of Rihanna?
Please, I don't even want to know. What Rihanna said now?
It was, I think it was like a Fenty something.
Okay.
And I think it was for Savage X Fenty. And she was just like, yeah, like, this is for everyone. It's for the women, the men, everyone of all genders, it was some crazy thing she said. She said all gender appropriations. So,
I know what you're talking about. And they were roasting her.
Yes,
because
they was like,
ma'am, what are you even saying? Just say it's for everyone and keep it pushing.
They said she was not trying to get canceled for being non-inclusive.
See me, let me not even get into that because if I get into it, I'm going to give myself a headache.
Why?
There are so many problems in the world that I'm a person, you just got to understand this about me. If something does not directly affect me,
okay,
sometimes I just don't have the capacity to care.
I feel you.
Like, I can care less.
That's how I feel about non-black issues sometimes. Like, while everyone's experience is valid, and if it don't got if no black people's involved, I'm like, all right, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, moving on.
And we can be honest because I already have enough to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm black. Period. That is that's what I have to deal with.
We are marginalized enough.
Okay.
We can't take on everything now.
Ostracized, criticized.
Yes.
What other size? All the
size, all the isms, all that. So
I'm looking like, oh, she white. She's Hispanic. Not sometimes the Hispanic people.
Sometimes they.
No, I mean, like, okay, all right. Gustavo Ramirez. I care a little.
Yeah, like you might be.
But if somebody black, I'd be like, see, this is
interesting.
Yeah, at least
this could
slavery.
Be me.
Yeah, but we're here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything that really set me off this week besides the fact that I was mad sick.
I forgot you were sick. I forgot Charlene was in
COVID.
quarantine. But the thing is, you are really the kind of person that would jack that you've never had COVID. But like I always say, you have not taken a COVID test yet, ever.
Says who?
That's what you told me. Unless you was lying.
I wasn't lying. I took a COVID test.
When? What, a rapid?
Nah, I took one when I tore my foot up.
Oh.
They swabbed me, so I was negative. That was for a lifetime.
But you wasn't even sick, though.
I was. My foot was. They just wanted to make sure I didn't have COVID.
Yeah.
Now, the brother next to me had heroin in his system and was throwing up. That's like something that needed to be handled. You see, I switched the topic and I'm focusing on you versus me. That's what we're doing.
Is that
here.
Charlene was real sick. We were supposed to record last week, but I was like, nah, girl, you might have to quarantine for a couple more days before we get together.
Okay.
So
I'm together now.
The young lady is doing better now.
Okay. Miss Charlene is doing great.
Miss Charlene is well.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so nothing
set me off. Anything set you off this week?
Yeah, my mom set me off.
Did she set you off? Do you want to share with the people? This is a safe space.
It's too fresh. If I get into it, I might start crying on the camera. Granted, I wasn't crying about this yesterday, but I feel like if I really
hash it out,
yeah, I might.
Do you want to just give the people some advice? If you can just say my
advice is all of y'all don't deserve kids. And let me not drag it, but
that's a true statement.
it is a true statement. Yeah,
Some people just don't
everyone's
deserve
not
kids.
supposed to, like, not because you could have them don't mean you should have one. Okay,
And then just because you're a mother, I think just because the mother carries the baby, I think we got to talk about that too in some capacity. They feel as if they are the best person,
qualified person.
Like, no, the father could be way smarter than you.
Yeah.
And just because you carried the baby, you don't suddenly have this maternal instinct,
all the rights and
your
everything.
EQ suddenly comes together like motherhood. As
Yeah.
Jamie, like, girl, this ain't no this is not no Disney Channel fairy tale. This is real life. And so junk don't start coming together. If you was unorganized 9 months ago, when the baby come, you're going to be unorganized, and you got to work on that.
Yeah.
Period. So,
I mean, what I will say is I do feel like part of the issue with my mom is that, like, her emotional intelligence isn't the highest. And I'm not going to sit here and act like my emotional intelligence is just, like,
through the roof.
up to here. But I just feel like sometimes I be saying things that I think makes perfect sense. I talk to you, I may talk to someone else, and, like, it makes sense. Like, people are like, no, like, what you're saying is valid. And if I talk to my mom about this, she's just like, no, what are you talking about? So we don't be seeing eye to eye on certain things. And then I just feel like, issues that my mom has had since I was, like, a child.
Okay. They're not getting
resolved. So now it's carrying over, like, years and years and years later. So now my mother looking at me like, how can you help? And it's just like, these are your issues. And, like, I feel like you say things like that to certain people and they be like, oh, y'all just don't have good relationships with your parents. And it's like, okay, some of us don't.
Yeah.
Some of us don't. And I truly feel like it's not my place to be resolving my mom's problems. Like,
absolutely not.
As like an old, like, yes, we're all adults. Like, I'm an adult, my mom's an adult, but as the older adult,
there you go,
who birthed me,
it's not your job.
It's not my job. Like, so maybe I could help you with your stuff, but also I'm a young person trying to figure out my life and my stuff. So how I'm trying to get my life together, you feel like my life should be together, and you ain't even got yours all the way together.
And even if you don't, that's fine. But you're at capacity.
I'm at capacity. I'm young. Like, I've been in my career for a few years. How you expect me to just have everything? Like, again, like we say in the intro, we're figuring life out.
Okay.
So it's like, listen, this is where I'm at. I can't do nothing. I can't do more for you than I could do for myself.
And that's one period.
So,
and you got to care about yourself more than I care about you. I cannot care about you more than you care about yourself.
Yeah.
So you, as a grown adult, it's your responsibility to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes we don't acknowledge that even though we're 27, we are far past our parents.
Yeah.
In all like in all levels, emotionally, they are just fit for their time. They have not. I said something about low class citizens. I was joking, but it really be that. Like, it be given like you have not moved
that
at all.
Much.
Like,
I don't want to say at all, but it's like not that much. Like, when you really think about it, our parents are kind of like doing the same things that they were doing like when we were children. And I feel like
fly. Now that we're adults, they're like, dag, I gotta face another adult telling me that something is wrong with me.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, not for anyone to get it twisted. Like, it's okay to be doing the same thing as long as it's sustainable. Like, if whatever you've been doing for the last 20 years it's sustainable, then, and you like it and it works for you, then by all means. But like, if it's not working, what are we gonna do about it?
What are we doing? Are we asking questions? Are we having family meetings? Are we implementing things that will help us grow?
Yeah.
And just grow emotionally and financially in some capacity. Like, figuring out like how you're gonna survive under this capitalistic system and not being upset about it, but trying new ways to get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Even though the middle class is kind of like fading, I just feel like if you know that to be true, you gotta hustle up.
But then everyone don't know this either.
They don't.
They might not be paying attention. They might not be reading or like watching videos, watching the news or whatever. So like, if all you do is watch like the
Love and Hip Hop or
the
whatever.
talk and your daytime talk shows
10
and your
wins.
whatever, and you might not know what's going on. So
They don't be knowing. And honestly, just being a first gen type, you come from immigrant parents. People, nobody. If you can only understand the struggle,
it's like if you know, you know. Like if you don't have immigrant
the adjustment
parents,
period, is just like a lot. There's just adjusting, and we do have compassion towards them.
absolutely.
And I'm compassionate towards you. However, I cannot give you more than I'm already. If I call, if I text, that's all I can give right now. Because like you said, you're figuring it out.
And I just feel like as a young adult, like you kind of got to prioritize yourself. I know some people have the mentality of like,
bringing a whole
I'm
family.
gonna do everything for my mom. My mom deserves
It
the world.
don't work.
It's just like we all deserve.
I tried
things. We all deserve whatever
I
we
deserve. You have seen that Mama D song?
Yeah. She deserve. I deserve. We all deserve. Good things because like we all grind and we all out here like working hard. But at the same time, it's like I'm like building up my life.
Yes.
So it's like I gotta take care of me before I take care of you.
Right.
And I literally cannot help you if I'm
Can't do both.
not. Yeah.
And how can you go in to make a withdrawal if you have not deposited good stuff into me?
Tell 'em.
I had this talk about when I was doing the pod like alone. It was a sad time.
Okay.
Without you, I made this statement. People were like, "Well, I'm gonna help my mama and my." Do it. I'm not stopping you. You're convicted. That's why you're coming at me for saying what I'm saying. I'm not saying that if I get successful that I won't help. But I cannot get successful and help you at the same time. And that's just what that is.
You got to get there first.
Like it's just a generational curse in a sense because your mom was struggling. Now you're struggling because you want to help her. And then your kids are going to be struggling because you're helping her and they need to help you. It's just like we're stopping it. We're cutting it off at the root. We're burying that and we're creating new seeds.
Yeah.
So I love that for you though.
And yeah, like disclaimer, love my mom. I understand that she's done the best that she can. But at the same time, like as the receiver of this raising and this care, I can say like, listen, girl, maybe you should have did this instead of that, or maybe you could do this instead of this. And as an adult, if I have the insight and I'd be like, mommy, maybe this, don't be mad at me,
because your kids gonna have something to say about you as well.
Yeah,
they might not come so harsh because obviously you're working on yourself, but maybe something you did just didn't sit right with them, and you as
I didn't come harsh.
An adult. What do you mean?
Oh.
Wait.
See, look at me, y'all. Listen. See, everything's fresh. I thought you said I came fresh.
No,
I mean, I thought you were saying I came hard.
Your kids might say something, or they might come like, and it might hurt.
Oh yeah, okay.
But that is their truth.
I thought you said I was being harsh.
No.
Okay.
Friend, you know how I feel about that. Period.
Okay.
Parental stuff or just family in general. Count me out. I'm out.
Count you out of the family?
Count me out.
Okay.
I'm not just in a bad way. Just count me out. I really don't care what nobody else got going on. So I can empathize with you. And possibly you can talk about this with someone else who doesn't have like family trauma, because I just think for me, don't write me. I'm done. So I don't want to sound bitter or angry or like disgruntled, because I'm not. It just is what it is. I just feel like this happens to families where there's not one person saying, you know what, I'm going to look out or I'm going to guide this person. Like say, for example, you have a baby cousin that you say, hey, get a credit card, or this is how you build your credit. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't have the aunt that's going to be like, oh, I'm going to make sure you go to school.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you resources. She was always trying to make her kids be better than my mother
Competing.
kids. And that's what my point is. Like, it's little stuff like that. I have a niece right now, my only niece. I know for a fact that I will never be violating her. If I have the resources and I know that I am a person that's connected, or I have the fast for information, like, that's not going. Girl, take your behind to a CUNY, and you will figure it out later. Don't be trying to go to the HBCU and your mother or your father don't got it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you straight up. Or if I can help and I'm at will and I can do it and it's not gonna hurt my family, I'm gonna help you. But this happens in families like ours where there's not one person holding somebody else accountable.
Yeah.
And it's hard to hold a grown person accountable, but there's families that do it. Like, oh no, you wilding, or
Yeah.
sit down, let that baby do that. Or
And I feel like, part of it is like just first generation issues a little bit.
Okay.
Like just like us having, like we said, immigrant parents, and like us being like first generation, like college students and
There
things
you
like
go.
that. It's like sometimes there's no older person with that information.
No, my aunt had a lot of information.
Oh, but she was just competing.
She was just competing, and I'm okay with that. I sent everybody a text, and I let it off my chest. I'm good to go.
You was firing off.
And it wasn't even in a disrespectful way.
Yeah,
it was
it
like,
wasn't.
God bless
It
you.
wasn't.
Leave me alone and let me figure this out, because I do not have the time or the like. If I really sit here and wish, because what could get you to is kind of looking at other families and looking at how their structure is and hoping and dreaming that one day you'll bring the family. I say, you know what? I'm sitting on the bed with my Achilles torn. Nobody came to visit me. That's just facts. I'm not sitting here lying. I'm sitting here and I'm saying, you know what? Everybody's getting cut off. Respectability politics, that's out the door.
Is dead for that.
If you can't come see me at my lowest, I'm getting my life insurance, and y'all not even going to talk crazy about me when that day comes. I am good to go. That is how I feel. And it's not to sound bitter, but this is the stuff that you as an adult, and I'm speaking to you, just got to get it together and just go on your way. And when you get to that place where you have an extra 1,000 or extra 500 that you could dish out to your mom or your grandmother or whoever, the family in overseas, by all means, send a barrel. But if you don't have it, focus on yourself. In your 20s, you gotta focus
grind,
on yourself.
fix yourself, get your life together, put your pieces and your puzzle pieces in place.
Yes.
Because what I'm gonna give to you?
What can you get? You
What am I
cannot
giving
pour
to
from
you?
the empty cup, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta give from the overflow.
There we
if
go.
God has blessed you, that's when you start giving. Oh, you got your master's degree and you making 150, you got extra? By
Here.
all means, here you go. But you're not going to take from my mouth and have me, because that's what I did. And I'm telling you right now, baby girl, don't do it.
I ain't doing it.
Okay.
I'm
telling you right now.
I ain't
that's
doing it.
Okay.
I ain't doing it, and I ain't ashamed about it, and I don't feel bad about it either. It is what it is. It's just like, as the older adult,
Yes.
you got to work on some things. And then it's also, if you need the help, I need you to say it in a certain way.
Say it calm.
Like,
talk to me calm.
Talk to me nice.
You know how Jamaican parents be? Me need help. Wanna come in here? Y'all run light bill. Y'all run gas bill. Wanna cook? And you can't pick up.
It's like, wait, whoa.
I'm
like,
only-
we didn't even have this like, why are you talking to me like we spoke about this 30 times before? Like,
and also, you're a kid.
To them, yeah.
And when you get older, you realize the bill just be like 50, 60, the most $100 more.
Okay.
So if you cut back on going out to eat, or you cut back on a sandal
On
or
one,
a shoe,
on one appointment,
an
one
earring,
service,
a panty, wash one with your hand, you'll have the money for
The
that
extra
bill.
money.
It was never given as serious.
a lot of it be money mismanagement.
And
yeah.
I grew up with like no gas, sometimes no light. When I started looking at my light bill as a grown adult, I said $86.
This is what our parents is stressing about.
$86. And also, this is capitalism. Learn how to put a little 20 on this. Put a little 20 on the insurance.
But they already doing that though.
Sometimes they don't be. They be lying. They be taking your money. And they be lying, talking about, put $100 down on this. They take that 100 and go do something else. I'm telling you from experience, bro. Don't get caught. If you're not, get the login and pay the bill yourself. Do not get it played. I worked mad jobs and was like, here. Lights still cut. What are we doing? Somebody cut the lights in the studio so I can show y'all what I was really. I had to use a candle to do my homework. I was struggling.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. So I'm telling you right now, sometimes it's just like, worry about yourself and don't let these people stress you out. If it's a bill, if it's rent, whatever, figure it out. Because without me, you still gonna have to figure it out.
And that's my thing. And that's my
anyway.
biggest thing. Like, you still got to do all of these things without me. So it's like, you really got to figure it out. Like, as the older adult, you got to work on that. You really got to work on that. And like, listen, not to make it sound like I don't got sympathy, but it's like you really got to figure that out.
You do, because if she did not have you, or he or him, whoever,
these would still be
aunties,
things.
uncles, you
Yeah.
gotta figure it out, bro. Like, don't let nobody guilt you. I'm telling you, 21 is a sweet spot where your parents try to hit you. 18 to 21, they know you soft. EQ not there yet. Look at me, baby. Don't get caught. You
They be
working at
plotting
McDonald's
on you with that first job.
I've been working since I was like, what, 16, 17? Don't do it to yourself. I had nothing to show for it.
They was taking your money?
Yes, I was not doing a thing. Okay, and then I started thinking about how many times I really partied. I like to say, oh, I was partying. I wasn't really partying. I had to get some extra money to party. So don't fall into the trap, y'all. Ask your parents for the login.
See the bills. See bills before you pay.
See, I remember making a chart and everything. Like, hey, bring your paychecks. Let's come to the table. That was like a week. Ninjas ain't want to give me the pay.
But they don't want. But that's the thing. Like they don't. They want to be all up in your finances, but they don't want to have to put theirs on the table.
And my sister and my brother too, they wasn't trying to put their junk on the table.
They said,
and I'm not even mad at them, because sometimes it's like when
once
your parents know you getting more. But me and my compassionate behind was sitting there like,
we gotta do this.
Family,
it's
we
for the
gotta
family.
stick together. Child, I was out. When I mean I was gone, I was gone. At that age, how long I've been out of my parents' house? Y'all could do the math. I really don't care. It's been a long time. I figured it out. It wasn't the best way, but I figured it out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the point of this. Figure your stuff.
Figure it out. Yeah. If you're not from a certain family. Now, granted, if you're watching this and you're like, dang, I don't have this struggle, go down on your two knees right now. I want you to put your left knee down and your right knee down. And I want you to put your hands up to the Father and say, thank you, Jesus. Okay?
Yeah. This was a long check-in.
This was long, but it was needed.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to hear this.
So if this applies, cool. And if it don't, let it fly. Please don't.
No, they know somebody like this.
Don't get rowdy, y'all.
And if this applies, like say you're the well-off friend and your friend is venting to you about how they have like some struggles, maybe this could help you, like give a listening ear.
Yeah.
Because everyone doesn't have the privilege of just not worrying about bills. And that's just all I'm gonna say on that. And no, I don't want to throw Carrot in here, because I was gonna say like his family did what they had to do. And they the producer is from Jamaica. Boop. His family did what they had to do, and he's in a third world country. I don't want to hear no excuses.
Okay, there we go.
They put that man through school.
There we go.
And I looked at him and I said, you know what? It's a privilege and an honor to just go to school and not work or not. You just going to school. And then just to bring this back through to your 20s, if you're a 20-year-old and you just having kids too, this is the stuff that you need to think about.
Absolutely.
Are you passing down trauma? Do you have a college plan for your kid? This
or
is not
any
just
plan.
No
It
fun
don't gotta
thing
be just college.
or
Do you have
Barbie
any
doll.
plan? Do you have like insurance? Do you have a general savings, something. It don't got to be because some people grow up, they don't want to go to college, they want to do different things.
Yes.
But do you have $50 to give to your child at the adult age?
Yes.
Do you know how to help them apartment hunt, house hunt? Can you do that?
Can you? If not, shut it down. And I'm being serious. Shut it down. This is not no fun and games. Like it's not. Kids are real. It's not, oh, this is fun. I get to dress a baby up and we get to do mommy and me photo shoots. I could care less about a baby shower, photo shoot, or any of that. And I'm just being honest. Maybe I don't have the liberty to do so. I mean, I just don't care about it. I'm caring about
because that's the least important thing.
That's the least important
thing.
Like,
no shade. I know it's beautiful, it's sentimental, and all that.
Not to me,
but
though.
you
really
have the memories. But like, let's focus on the important here, because you would spend so much money on a baby shower, mad money on a gender reveal, mad money on pictures, this, that. Like, we really got to start thinking about the future. When you get your taxes back,
you don't give that to the kids' funds. You suspend your taxes on whatever bills you were catching up on. And granted, that's fine, but nothing. Nada, nunca, zinch. And then for those who are saving up, are you telling them what to do when you release the money to them? I know someone who gave their kid like $18,000 when they just blew it. Ooh. So it's like, are we really prepared Period.
That's the thing too. Like, even if you're doing the preparation and you have the
Yes.
money, if you're not teaching your kids how to manage the money, then it kind of goes to waste.
It goes to waste.
It's a waste of money and time. Okay, so to wrap this all up, we just want to say, like, if you are in school, you're studying something, and it don't got to be college, maybe like engineer school, mechanic, whatever it is. If you are studying something and you are working, just stay focused. Don't get guilted into trying to put your cape on and save the entire family. Like, you are young, you got to grind it out and focus on yourself so that you could be successful, have your ducks in a row, and then once you get to where you want to get to, then you could possibly look back and be like, all right, now I can do this for y'all. I can help y'all in this way. But you really got to lock in and like focus on what you got going on, because you got to pass them exams, you got to pass them classes, and you got to save your money for yourself. Like, you have to, like, you're an individual. You have to take care of self.
You need
first.
bra and panty boxes and undershirts.
And food to eat and all that.
So
to wrap that up,
yeah,
that was a long check-in.
It was a long check-in, but listen, somebody's listening to this like, yeah, I'm on my bully now. And that's what's up. Okay. All right.
We're going to talk about being in public relationships. And we don't mean like public as in just celebrity. We mean, you know, us regular Joes and Janes and Jans. And just having your John's everybody just, you know, having your relationship on Front Street, like social media. So, you know, people are in their real life relationships, but some people aren't like posting their partner. Like, people on the internet might not be able to tell if you're in a relationship. So we're just talking about public relationships. And Summer Walker, she is what's sparking this conversation.
Yes.
Because as of today, her and Lil Meech are not together.
They're mash up.
She says she can't do that cheating stuff. And she wishes that man the best. And she tried to be Jada Waiter, but it ain't working for her. So she's packing it up.
Okay.
Now,
how do you feel about that, friend?
For one, all right. They was just posted up last week.
Okay, 6 days ago.
Just posted up a couple days ago. And I think, so all right, she's in a public relationship, obviously. Like, we all know she's with Lil Meech, if you keep up with celebrity drama and stuff. My thing is like, okay, you guys broke up yesterday, today. Maybe you should have let it settle a bit before you came on the internet and told us that you're not with that man. Because clearly the turnaround is quick. Like, y'all was just happy. Literally, his words. He said, we happy over here 6 days ago. So whatever happened, I'm assuming some cheating stuff. Now you're not happy and you're not with him. You should have just waited maybe a couple weeks to a month. Like, make sure the breakup is really a breakup.
Because you might, if you end up back with him now, come on.
When you end up back, let me not say when, but if you end up back with that dude and you pop out with him again, now the internet gonna be dragging you and laughing at you for that. And it's just like, and Summer Walker's the kind of person, like, we've seen her before. Like, she's gonna put the mess out there and then turn around and defend her dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, for sure.
You're going to pull up, and even with that situation, like, you're going to pull up in the girl's DMs, but then at the same time tell everybody on the internet to, like, get out your stuff, stop worrying about it. Yeah, it's like, I checked it, it's dead. Relax. Stop sending this to me.
Homegirl, he was probably cheating.
Yeah.
But do you think like that's a thing that comes with just being in a public relationship? And how do you feel about public relationships? Like, take Summer Walker out of it. You know, like, how do you feel about just people just being posted up and doing relationship content? Sometimes it makes me cringe. Depending on like who it is or like what it is, I'm cringing.
Yeah, not to sound like a hater, but if I see a relationship TikTok account, immediately I'm like not interested.
I am not interested in it
Now,
as well.
I don't mind seeing people in relationships. Like if you just have a post, a video or something with your person, I don't
Yes.
mind it. But once I see Joseph and Christina, not interested.
the basis of the whole account is like
The
relationship.
relationship, I don't want to see that. Once I
Friend,
see
we are too much alike.
Once I see
Because I
the
can't.
Johnsons family, not interested. Like, cause for one, you're not about to come to me with that propaganda and have me feeling like,
Feeling some type of way.
yeah. And
And
now you looking at your
friend.
own situation like, I've never been in a relationship that looks like this.
And subconsciously, your mind is just going and going.
Comparing.
And being, sorry, did I cut
No,
you
you're
off? Being in like something like serious for 5 years now. Stop the cap. I can't even record. I am exhausted on a regular basis.
Okay.
The exhaustion that
From
comes
what?
from
Just
content,
life?
just life.
Okay.
The content is now sometimes the reason for the relationship to keep it going. And I'm just saying that from my perspective. Maybe y'all have a different level of capacity or financial freedom. I'm not sure, where you can just wake up and not do anything
Do
all
things.
day.
Yeah, just
I don't know, like people work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my relationship content would be like, all right, honey, see you later. Mwah. Kiss. Oh, he not recording at his job. He
Yeah.
not recording. I'm not. This is what it is. I don't know. So sometimes it makes me seem like it's giving propaganda for real.
Yeah,
like,
it's
is
like
this
happy.
really what it gives? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I always think about this. This is a sidebar. Has nothing to do with relationships. This is a complete like 180 maybe.
Okay.
I always think about like worship videos, Christian based.
okay.
And how people prop the camera up. I was actually gonna do a skit about this and start like, God, I worship. So like, I think about like
It's a performance.
I think about the steps. I think about the steps. Like, all right, friend, you gotta be my tripod. All right, so this is the steps that it looks like. You put the phone in on the tripod.
You got to get the angle
You gotta get
right. Adjust the brightness.
Do I look like I'm worshiping? Okay.
You got to
And
see how you
press
look in the
record.
camera.
You press record. You start Maverick City song. I don't know. Let's do Hillsong. I don't know. Here I am to, and then you play it back. You
And you're
stop.
like, oh no, I didn't.
It
that
kind
didn't
of
look good.
bothers me because it's like, I want to see. I would much rather watch a clip of like a church or somebody capturing like a natural moment.
Yeah.
So we live in this kind of society where everything is just, we don't know if
Content.
it's real.
Yeah. Is this a real moment? Is it content? Is
Yeah, I'm confused now. So that's why. So if don't make it seem like we're haters. I just don't want to see it because I don't know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
I do not know what's going on behind the scenes. And even sometimes the arguments to an extent, you don't know if it's real because people want to have some momentum and some, I don't know, like, I don't know. Like, I'm
I mean,
done.
it's engagement, and like people are making money off of social media now, so it really is hard to tell the difference between like, is this just a happy couple or a happy family or just a regular couple
Right.
capturing their happy moments, or is this like your income, your
Right.
your
It's
job, and now you're
disingenuous,
just
like-
coming to us with this content every day, and I feel like IG Reels and TikTok has helped people rebrand the YouTube relationship.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
YouTube relationship is dead now.
It's dead.
And it was a thing. Like, it was a real big thing. And it seems like the only people who are still doing YouTube relationship, YouTube couple channels and videos are the people who probably been doing it for years. They have mad subscribers.
Yeah.
So they already have like their audience.
Yeah.
But at this point, like, you probably not coming in like, oh, let's start a YouTube couples page. But it seems like TikTok and Reels has made it like it's like a rebrand.
Yeah.
So
I skip past it.
I do too. So like if it's like some girl who maybe I watch sometimes and I like her content and maybe her dude is just in this, or vice versa if it's a guy and maybe his partner is just in it, then it's like, okay, cool, cute.
Or them doing like a nice thing for a surprise.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Cute,
that.
yes.
I'm not a hater.
But as soon as I might see something that I like, and then when I look over in that little corner and see Becca and Tyrell,
not Tyrell.
done.
Yes.
Not interested. Not interested.
And this is my thing. Bringing it back to celebrities, they do the same mess. They are faking it or giving us a false reality. They're not showing us, hey, I was on tour for 5 days. I only seen my man for one. Like this is something that happens in your relationship, but here we are romanticizing and fantasizing about, oh, I wish I had money, or I wish I had a dude with money. And then you realize that sometimes a dude with money come with a little bit of cheating. I mean, broke men cheat too. Don't get me wrong.
Everybody, not everybody, but people cheat.
People cheat. Broke women cheat. Rich women cheat. People cheat. Genders cheat. Everybody.
Yeah.
Some do a little cheating. But my thing is, if you're not showing me like day by day, I don't care.
And and my other thing is, if I don't ever see a little bit of unhappy, like, okay, but that's the thing, it's realistic. Like, no one's relationship is on high on 10 every day. So if I don't ever see your relationship on a basic 6, 7, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Like, and not to say you gotta like broadcast the lowest, like, oh, like you and your person's going through it and you documenting all of it and posting it. Not saying that, but like if you can't show us like some regular life, like if every time you showing me relationship content, it's y'all on like a vacation, it's y'all at like the nicest restaurant in the city you live in, that's cool, that's cute, but I like that's not your regular day to day. Unless you do like maybe you're well off, you're wealthy, you're rich, you got money, but like for the regular people, that is not the day to day. Like you go to work, you take care of your kids. Some days you're tired. Some days you might be dealing with anxiety. Some days you might have family issues and you don't got time to be
right.
Like, or things some days happen.
You are on your cycle as a woman.
Yeah, that's who.
And I be emotional the week before and during.
You laid up in bed. You ain't doing nothing. You watching TV.
Looking at me. Hey, you want tea?
Because everything really he's not saying much to you is annoying. Like,
what I'm gonna do? Take the phone and record? He won't leave me alone. That is the last thing on my mind. So sometimes when I see that stuff, I think to myself, unless you have a person on the outside recording like it's a reality TV show, I am not
watching
it.
I don't want to see it. Yeah,
I am.
A moment here and there, cool.
Content got people in a chokehold for real because everybody's thinking like they're like the next filmmaker. I'm not itching on anybody or saying like, yo, y'all not going, but be so for real with yourself. I know mad people who was like doing the content, doing the relationship content, and they start, oh, I'm going back to work, I'm doing this. So you're not really telling us you're not telling us the truth. You are saying you're going back to work because you found a job. You're not saying, oh, I'm unemployed right now.
Yeah.
It's rare that you see people getting on the internet and sharing their downfall. So that's just my thing about relationships on the internet and Summer Walker and these couples that we idolize. Like, you should really just be worried about yourself. Like, do not be looking at these people as a pillar in our community to set the standard for what a relationship should be like, because that is not the case. And then also, I think that something should be said in your 20s about just being too quick to get into a relationship after you end one. Like you said, like no break, no time, no space in between. Before you post. I posted one person before on Facebook. I said, this ain't happening to me again. Embarrassment catch me. Okay, I was embarrassed. People was like, what happened to you? And so I was like, you would never catch me again. All right, y'all might see Carrot in a few posts here and there. This ain't no relationship page. Yeah. People be like, this is my page. This is my page. And people be like, y'all could think we broke up. I really could care less what you think. That's just me as a person, though. All right, so let me ask you. Ask me. Because then it reminds me of like the people who feel like you should be posting your partner. The people who feel like you should be posting your partner.
What do you think about that? Like, because you know, some people say if you're not posting your partner, then it seems like you trying to hide something.
And you could be. You're trying to hide for your peace of mind. Like, I am so sick of people like, oh, if you don't post me on Instagram, you don't love me. He could post you tomorrow and cheat on you the next day.
Yeah.
What does posting really solidify? Now, if he's hiding you, that's a different story. And I think the girls know the difference.
How do you know the difference?
How do you know the difference? Because it will be in more than one way than just posting on Instagram. It'll be like you never met his mom's.
Okay.
It's just.
But you can't trust that either.
But
that I feel like that's a little old fashioned. Before it was like you didn't meet his mom, and that means he might not, like, he's trying to hide you. Now it's like moms meet everybody. And
that's true. The moms be with the foolish.
Yeah.
They be with it. But I just think in more ways than one. All right, say you're taking out your phone. If you and this person are exclusive and you want to post one time, okay, you put the phone up and you got him and he starts
he runs out.
No, come on now, you know what that is.
Runs out
like
of the
I feel like we be knowing and then trying to justify, like, and then if it becomes a constant thing, and then also this is my thing with relationships, and that's why I feel like it's important to set the rules at the beginning. The beginning, and then also keep a check-in, like, did things change for you? Like, sit down, is this a requirement, is this a deal breaker?
Okay,
because certain things are deal breakers, like you have to post me.
But for some, yeah, and I feel like
and if
women
that's your
especially
deal breaker, move on. He's not posting you. If that means that much to you, get it to step in.
What happens if your person don't even have social media? And
But
that's my thing.
okay.
I mean, I guess if they have one, then it's like, okay, why aren't you? But you wouldn't, if this person didn't have it, you wouldn't be getting posted nowhere.
But you know what this goes back to? Like, my whole thing about privacy and phones and relationships. If you have an open relationship, and I don't mean open as in other people are in there. All right? Get it right, boo-boo. I'm not talking about that, baby. I'm talking about just an open, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm at. Like, it's not going to feel like restriction.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like, hey, this person loves me and they're looking out for me, and I have access to a part of them because your phone is a part of you. Okay. You give your body to this person. You're giving whatever else have you to this person. You're buying them food. They have access to all these things, but no, your phone is private. That makes me know that, hey, we're backwards here. Okay. Because now you can't do all that and have a dude with a private phone or a girl with a private phone and think that you have access to them, because people could hide a whole life in their phone.
Absolutely.
So if you are a person that's in your 20s and you're in a relationship and things are being hidden from you, you're not being posted, you don't have, if you start grabbing a phone, they start flinching and, oh, you can't see what's in my phone, and
I pay the bill.
I pay the bill. And then also people start saying, oh, I share private conversations with my family or whatever, and that's fine, but why is there a jump? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think, because the going through the phone thing could be weird, because it's like, yes, you have your private conversations, fine, and I get that, but if somebody is literally jumping in your phone, you taking their phone and they're jumping, and they're not posting you, it's like little stuff like that. I guess
like things add up.
If you are in a long-term relationship, this is for long-term. I'm talking about these little situations these people be having, because that's the people who be talking about heartbreak and stuff really be in situationships and stuff that ain't really going nowhere in the first place. So that's why they start shaking when they say, oh, I ain't giving up my phone. You ain't ready yet. You ain't touched road yet. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to build with somebody, that means you're being vulnerable. You're letting yourself fully immerse into what this relationship could be. Now, I don't be picking up my man phone and going through his phone. I don't.
Okay.
I have access, and that's okay. Okay. You get what I'm saying?
I do be understanding when people say, like, certain conversations are private.
And I get that.
Because, like, some of the things you might talk about with your friends.
And me and you be talking private stuff.
Like, I might be like, look at this thing on my butt. And
looking. And I said, listen, that's OD. She might be showing me like a boob. Hair. Is this a lump on her nipple now? That might be. Now
you done seen, now your dude seen my nudes.
Yes, I would say he's not doing that. But I think just in general, like, we try to make excuses for stuff and say, oh, this is normal. Some stuff really it's not normal. Your man should not be, you in a relationship for 10 years, your man jumping. Come on.
And it makes me wonder, like, what do people do? Okay, you go, because it looks like...
Well, I saw a video of this man. I don't want to say his title because it's going to feel like I come for church people all the time.
Oh.
He was caught in a hotel room. And did you see
the one
it?
you sent me
I
earlier?
sent you.
Yeah.
So I just feel like stuff like that be happening regardless. You just gotta like put the clues together. Women be acting like they don't got the clues. Like, your man coming home late. This ain't adding up. You sent him to do something. He come back. It's not done.
Some people
You know what I'm saying?
want, like, they need complete confirmation. Some people's not with the, you know, clue here, clue there. This adds up to this. Some people are like, I
Sherlock
need to
Holmes.
see it in my face and needs to be on his phone like my other wife, my other girlfriend.
Or FDNY.
Yeah. Like, why is FDNY calling
you?
what?
Like, excuse me. So we've literally talked about phones for the last hour.
Yeah. So I think with phones and public relationships,
Posting
I think
people
posting,
online.
yeah. I think that should be something that you just figure out early on. Like, if you guys are both on social media, but I'm not even gonna front. Like, that's not something that's ever came up like early on with me. I was with someone I was with before. I did wonder, like, I'm like, yo, why you don't be posting me? Like, and not that I cared to be posted,
Okay.
but it's just I see that you post other people.
There you have it.
So, like,
So that's another thing. Why aren't you posting?
yeah,
me? That would be
I've actually
so
had
different.
that happen a couple of times. It's like, why? Like, I know I only bring it up when I notice that you don't post me. So, at the
Were
time,
these people
I
ever
wasn't-
cheating on you or doing anything shady?
Yes.
And did
And
you
there
have
you have it.
access to their phone?
Not consensual
Because you see
access.
how the two go hand in hand in a sense.
Yeah.
How if you're sneaky in one area, it will overflow into a lot more areas of your life. So where were you is never a straight answer. Where were you turns into something else.
Yeah.
So they not posting you could also mean like you snatching their phone and they're jumping.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh, I dated this dude like way back when I was younger.
okay.
This is in college, and legit, I ran off with his phone. When I tell you, he beat the door down, like beat the door in. Like, I snatched the phone, ran into my room, locked the door. When I tell you, he was outside throwing his whole body into the door.
Okay.
Like-
Okay. So what does that say? Okay. Okay. Now we
Mind
see
you, like,
no. Friend, now I see the cat is out the bag.
Throwing his whole body into the door. So I'm like,
friend,
but
see?
this was, I don't think we was official yet.
But
This
that's-
was like, but no,
but do you
still, it's the
see?
point. Yeah,
Do you see
absolutely.
what I'm
Like, that's
saying
crazy.
now?
So now I'm like, mind you, I didn't even do anything. I literally just like ran off with the phone. So now I'm locked in my room and he's
Girl.
beating the door and I'm like, oh nah, what's in here? Like,
Did you look?
what? Yeah, I looked. So now I'm like, now I'm get comfortable. You could beat the door. The door's not gonna open. Like, it was a modern.
I know what door you're
apartment.
talking about.
I'm like,
okay.
if the door's not opening, so you beat that thing in if you want to. Let me get comfortable.
Jam
And
his shoulder up, his
Yeah.
rotator cup.
now you bruised up. So I'm like looking. So I noticed that like one thing that stuck out. I don't remember like everything I saw. This is like 2016. But one thing, and I've elevated.
Okay.
We've elevated past, like, you know, back then it was like you have the conversation of how many bodies do you have, you know?
Yeah.
That's not really a conversation you have like now as an older adult, but like that's a conversation we had. And this boy told me he had like 11 bodies or something. And I'm like, oh, okay. I went to his notes.
Oh my God! Don't tell me
He had a
names.
list. Literally, the title of the note was 37 girls I slept with. Name straight down a list of 37
Jesus,
girls.
Lord have mercy.
So I said, "Dang, bro!" Like,
And you would have been number 38 had you not had access. Just the access now, even though it was by force. Access,
Yeah.
is important.
yeah. So
Can
I'm
I
like,
obtain this thing? But that's traumatic for you.
I'm like, yo,
And did you leave that man alone?
No.
Oh.
But
You're young. I get it.
yeah, younger, and also we wasn't like official yet. So I'm like, whatever. Like, not that it's okay to lie because you're not official. But I'm like, why did you lie about how many? And he was just like, I thought you wasn't gonna talk to me if I told you how many girls. So I'm like, okay, I can understand that. So he's like, yeah, I just didn't want to tell you how much because like it was a lie, and I figured you wouldn't want to talk to me anymore. Like, you'd be turned off by the number.
Now, say you get into a relationship with this person and the phone is not open.
It wasn't. But you know what we did have then? We had thumbprint, and he was a heavy sleeper. So whenever I had a little inkling,
you put your thumb in. Did you find anything?
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying about the access, though. Yeah. Like, had you just had your own thumbprint, he wouldn't have
been doing it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that like the urge and the need to do it isn't there. But you're just not going to do it because I can see.
But the urge for cheating you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The urge, he does his cheating. But for you, the red flag would have been him beating down the door in the first place. This person has not developed maturity even. And it's 2016 or whatever. You guys are teenagers still, or 20 or whatever. Like... It wasn't giving that. But can you imagine being in a grown relationship and somebody's beating down the door for their phone? Yeah. Do you see where I'm going with this? Yeah. That also means you might not post me on social media because you have to entertain all those Susie and Julie. But that's what I'm saying. Don't act like the phone is not a big deal.
It's not.
It could really make or break some people's relationships, and I will stand by this. Some people's relationships were saved by just accidentally seeing something on a phone. Like, I will always tell this story that I saw this dude tell me he went on a trip. I said it before. And he said that he was somewhere, and then I swiped left. He showed me pictures. He nodded off. I swiped left. I see he was with a girl the whole time. That was mashed up from then. Thank you, Jesus. Can we just say thank you, God?
But you know... My little secret, and it's not a secret if I say it online. But
and you know what's crazy? He gave me access. So sometimes it's just like...
They be banking on like the trust.
Oh, yeah, I trust you. But then little stuff, and then the access is important. I don't care what nobody says. I'm sorry.
It is. You know what I like to do? I like to sneak figure out like passwords. And see, I'm like showing my hand here. Okay. But I like to sneak figure out passwords.
Let me find out, friend.
If I find out your password, I'm going to sit on it for a little bit. And then I'm going to see if it works. Ooh, it works. Okay. Now I'm going to sit a little bit more because I just feel like more is uncovered when they don't know you can access the phone.
There you go.
So, like, if I can access your phone, I'm not going to tell you right away because I want to see what you are naturally doing. So, yes, I know. It's wrong to go through phones. It's wrong to, like... be searching. Yeah. Maybe I gotta grow more in that area.
But then also the trust, like it really has to be earned. I saw a TikTok that said this woman was talking about this man asked her, "What do you like in a man?" And she was like, "No, just be yourself and
we'll see if it works."
And I like that because sometimes you just gotta let people be who they are before they start faking like, yeah, I'm a faithful person. When really you're just acting.
You're doing what I said I like.
Doing what I said I like. So it's really good to just let stuff play out and you kind of just piece together because majority of us know what a healthy relationship is and we can pinpoint what is not healthy. And so if a man doesn't want to post you and he's also hiding his phone, maybe the two can go together as something negative. Now, if he just doesn't want to post you, but you also notice that he's not posting nobody else and he's a private person, that ain't nothing to fight over. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And you have access to his phone, he just not posting you. It's not that serious. So I think we just have to use context clues. And our brain and discernment and Jesus and
some people don't got that, and some people like I said, like some people really need it spelled out plainly, like some. And I feel like women are like that, like some women are like that, especially like if it's not spelled out plainly, it ain't happening. Okay. And it's like,
Well, sucks for you because I can't spell it out. And then one thing I've learned is that I don't be telling people what to do in a relationship. Like, although I'm on this podcast saying, yeah, this is what you should do, have access.
Like in real life.
In real life, I don't care. Do you? I know it works for me. As for me in my house, this is what we do here. I'm not advocating for everybody to have open phones and whatnot. Some people like to get cheated on a little bit. If that's how you
Why
know,
would you say that? Nobody likes to get cheated on.
some people like it. If you like it, I love it.
Nobody likes to get cheated on.
Some people fuel off of, they have that as like, oh, he cheated on me. I stuck beside him. People do that. Or I cheated on her. She stuck beside me.
I wouldn't say that they like it. I think they think it's like relationship character. Like it builds relationship
and if you
character.
feel like that's the foundation that you want to have for your relationship, I got nothing to say to you, bro. Like I said in the beginning, if certain stuff ain't affecting me directly, I'm good on you. And certain people, they vent to me, I take it in, I say, okay, you want a prayer? Or you want a solution, or did you just want to listen in the air? You know, some people like to get into a little physical altercation. They feel like this is what fuels their relationship. Have something to call you about, girl. Now I'm
just
stressed out.
Tuesday night
It's
gossip.
just a regular Tuesday night. You and your dude about to go tussle it out Wednesday. You kick him out Thursday. He's back.
Yeah.
I'm not stressed about you. I got enough to worry about.
Yeah.
And it sounds bad, but I am
you know,
not a therapist.
Yeah.
And I can only say so much. I've been there for people who go in on a relationship. I'm here concerned, like, this could never be me. I'm so sorry. Da, da, da. And they go back. I got no skin in the game. I'm done. So as much as I'm sitting here, maybe you should give access to your phone. Do what works for you.
They
But I know
just want you to
me,
listen.
Yeah. As for me in my house, this is what works in my house. If it doesn't work for you, do what works for you. And if that's a little cheating on a Tuesday night with nachos and you get kicked out and you come back on a Friday, do what you got to do. Not my concern. Okay? That is your hill to die on.
And to bring it back, because we kind of like...
We went
We
off.
snowballed. But
Yeah.
to bring it back, leave that stuff off the internet, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe just leave that stuff off the internet.
Let me ask you this. I know we're closing, but would you be public, like, with your relationship? Just, like, posting... You know what I'm talking about. Not, like,
I don't post much in general. So I don't see myself, like, going out of my way to post any relationship that I'm in. If it's something, like, in passing, like, maybe you know, I posted a little video and, like, my dude's in the back somewhere and he happened to like, if you know, but I don't ever see myself posting like a happy anniversary,
there you go.
happy 7 years together. I don't.
And some people do it every year.
Yeah. With the long
Every
caption.
year.
And no shade to anyone who do that. If that's what you like to do, then that's cute. But I just don't see myself doing that.
I had my one anniversary and was happy. And the second one, I didn't post. I didn't care.
And I feel like people be keeping up because a nosy girl like me, when I noticed that you didn't have your
post.
I'm like, oh, what happened? Like, so now I'm on your page being nosy, and it is what it is because a lot of us do it. I don't care. I have no shame.
Have you no shame?
Now I'm scrolling to see, like, did she delete those pictures? Oh,
They not following each other no more.
Yeah.
Kiki Obama and a man.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we all do it.
So just leave, maybe, just leave it off the internet
Leave it
to
off the
begin with.
internet. And you know what's the crazy thing? Bringing it back. I like the fact that people don't know if me and my man together or not.
A little mystery.
I feel like that could be the case.
And it's none of their concern. It's none of your business,
too,
even though people want to be
out here, mwah, baby, I love you, mwah, kisses. You would never catch me kissing my man on the internet. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I'm not a
much.
pastor and I'm not a deaconess. And I'm not somebody that you should look to as a relationship person. Leave me alone. If I post, I post. If I don't, I post. If I don't, I don't. Like, that's it.
like, it's not, like, for me, it would be nothing to it.
And nothing.
Like, it's nothing to it.
But you see, some people might look at me and say, that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
You got to post me.
It's like, why isn't he?
Yeah.
So I, like, okay, so like I said, if they post on other people and you just the only one that don't ever make the cut, all right, that's a little suspicious. But, like, I don't think I have a picture with anyone on my page.
Okay.
So it's just like, all right, a boyfriend, a husband, you ain't getting posted.
Pop out
Yeah.
married.
Like,
If that.
if that, because
2
like,
years
what's the
after the
point?
wedding.
What's the
Who
point?
cares?
Yeah, for me,
Leave it off of social media.
Yeah.
I think my stance is the same. You do it once, you find out. And but my thing is, people do it once and keep doing it, and that's
Do
the
what
problem I have.
once?
Posting their man,
Oh.
your first relationship ain't work out. Put that in your pocket, sit on it, and that's that. Don't be posting number 2 and 3.
And what's funny to me, I don't
The love of
remember.
my life. Wow, it's been 6
It's
months,
like,
Shelly.
and this is
Hear me now, Shelly.
it's the 4th dude you said that about too. Like, I'm keeping up with your posts.
Okay.
This is the 4th dude you done said it was the love
I'm
of your life.
confused. I thought it was Taekwon. No, this is this girl I went to high school with. No kizzy. Like, she had a dude. I'm like, oh, they together. She got pregnant. Second dude got pregnant. Third dude, love of my life. I'm tired, and now I'm blocking you. I don't want to see you.
My heartbeat.
My heartbeat.
Like,
my left toe.
now
My
you're
right
running out
butt
of
cheek.
names. You're running out of pet
my
names.
neck.
You're running out
my
of
back. I'm done. Friend, wrap this up because we could go in.
So our humble advice would just be to leave your stuff off the internet.
Take or toss.
And, not to say don't ever do it, but like, unless you're going to fully commit to being a relationship content creator, maybe just not,
Yeah.
just live your life privately.
life.
But then again, if you are going to do that, then it just at least make sure you and your person is on the same time and
Right.
with that.
Okay.
Because don't be the only bozo posting. And you
he
ain't
out
getting
here
posted.
having 3. Oh, look at her posting. The side chick over here, like,
Yeah.
oh, that's my man too. And then 2, if you're the consumer of the content, just
Don't
be careful what you consuming.
Don't be bamboozled by
don't
them
be
relationships
bamboozled.
online.
Okay.
Because like we said, Summer and
Ninjas
Beach
be
was
lying.
happy last week.
Okay, they was happy last week. You was everybody that couple go. I love him. Oh my God, he's so cute. They a cute couple, and he accepted her with 2 kids. I could probably find me a man that love me with my 2 kids. So, 3. Sorry. I see how much I don't listen.
I keep up with the celebrity gossip and drama. It's entertaining for me.
It is, and
It's
that's
entertaining and it's funny.
You be putting me.
It's
on.
a good key sometimes. I know these are real people, but like, it is what it is.
Keep it off the internet, and I'll leave you alone.
And we wouldn't have nothing to talk about,
Okay?
Kiki about.
That's why I'm not posting, because you see I'm talking smack on the internet. They're gonna be like, yeah, her dude. We all know. You'll never know. And that's just what that is.
And
You
that's
can't
the
be
way it
talking
should
smack
be
and showing your
for us.
relationship.
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
That's
they
out.
gonna
they gonna chew me up and tear me apart. Do it, yeah. And you too.
So
Yeah.
I don't plan on that. So,
Okay.
have a good one, you guys.
Yes.
Comment your experiences below. Let us know what it was like for you to post, to not post, or to not be posted.
If a dude had to beat down the door,
If anyone ever beat down the door when you went through their phone, maybe you was the one that got caught up. Let us know.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next time.
Like, subscribe, comment, share with everybody you know. Later.